Welcome back to STS. In today's video we need to solve this trigonometric equation over the interval 0 to 2 pi, where 0 is included and 2 pi is excluded. Here we have our equation: cosine squared x plus 2 cosine x plus 1 equals 0. To solve this equation we have to use a method called the substitution method. So with this method we're going to take a variable. I'm going to call it u. Actually, let's go to another color. I'm going to call it u, and I'm going to set u equal to cosine x. And now I'm going to square u, so u squared is equal to cosine squared x. Now I have the cosines here shown in terms of u, so I'm going to make a direct substitution. So this first term turns into u squared. The second term turns into 2 times u, and every other term stays the same. Now at this point I can factor this quadratic equation by hand. So let's set up 2 sets of parentheses. U squared, so there's a u here and a u here. Now I need the factors of 1 that add up to 2. Well, that's going to be 1 and 1. So I have u plus 1 and a u plus 1. And actually this here should have been a 0, so let me fix that. Alright, this here should have been 0. Now what I can do is I can take each one of these factors and set each factor equal to 0. So I have u plus 1 is equal to 0, and again u plus 1 is equal to 0. At this point I want to solve for u, so I come up with u is equal to -1, and that's for both of these. And notice that they're the same, so we really only need to focus on just one of them. Now everything is in terms of u, but we need to solve this in terms of cosine because that's what we were given to start. So now let's just go ahead and switch back. So here I'm going to say that we see that u is cosine x. So here I have cosine x is equal to -1. And now I'm going to fall back to what I know about the unit circle to help me figure out what are my radian measures here for x. So let's do a quick sketch. Alright, let's sketch out the unit circle. And what we should remember is that here is 0, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and this here is back at 2 pi. And with it being a unit circle, we know that the radius here is 1. So the coordinates for this point here would be 1, 0. The coordinates for this point here would be 0, positive 1. The coordinates for this point here would actually be -1, comma 0. And the coordinates for that point there are actually going to be 0, -1. If you remember, the x values correspond to cosine and the y values correspond to sine. So in this particular example, we're trying to figure out where are the cosine values -1. Well, we see the cosine value here is -1 at a value of pi radians. So here we see that x is in fact pi. Now we stop at this point because we don't have any other values that will fall within this interval. We could go around multiple times, so we have an infinite number of answers, but this interval forces us down to just a single answer, which in this case is just pi. And let's just do one other thing. Let's go ahead and call up the calculator. Alright, let me go to let's just quit this, so second quit. Let's type in cosine, and then let's put in second pi, and we're expecting this outcome to come out to be -1. And here we see that it does in fact come out to be -1. Alright, that sums up this video by Spello Tutorial Services. Please subscribe to that YouTube channel, and as always, thank you for watching.